The FIFA World Cup team of the tournament is officially here. We have a flashback Cristiano Ronaldo as well, which we've already seen before in FIFA, but you know that these people already don't really have a lot of new ideas. Then we have Angel Correa versus Upamecano. I have a ton to go over. We'll review the entire new World Cup team. I'll show that to you on Footbin. We'll go through these players. I'll tell you if they're good or bad value, and we'll also do the same with Cristiano Ronaldo, and we'll do it as quickly as we can. I am your boy Slater. It's a daily content review, typically in 2 minutes, 20 seconds less, but there's just too much today. We're going to go a little bit past the time. Let's get into it. So, first and foremost, I think this is a huge miss. I mean, I'm not saying Angel Correa with a +2 or Upamecano with a +2 aren't fantastic cards in the game. It's the World Cup final, man. Like, it's just the most whatever combination of two. Like I said, I know these cards are good. Like, Angel Correa would be really good if they win. It's just like, it's very clear EA don't want to give us like really sweet SBCs or really cool. It's just like they're just kind of walking their way through the game, and maybe I'm crazy. You know, comment below if you like the content that's coming out. I think this is a terrible Showdown combination. Maybe I'm crazy. It is what it is. 4-star, 4-star. Now he's a good card. I've used his inform. He's really nice. Striker, right mid, center forward. Really balanced stats. Great dribbling stats. Solid passing stats, especially the short passing. Good shooting stats. Good pace stats as well. He has a flair and outside the foot shot trait. But I think he's really pricey too, man. He's an 84. He's an 85 with a team that get an 86 overall team. So to me, that's a lot, right? Rare mixy, small primer, and a small gold player pack. As you jump over to Upamecano, he's also a nice card. We'll compare these to their base cards so you can kind of see the upgrade they got. High, medium, 3-star, 3-star. He's got good, you know, his acceleration's low, but his sprint speed's high. So is that first step a little too slow? We'll see. Great passing stats and great dribbling stats for a defender, as well as really nice defending and physical stats as well. He only has 70 stamina, but I don't really think that met. I will say I have Maldini, and he gets really tired really easily, especially if you guys play any press at all, so that could be an issue with that card, honestly. But he's also an 84, an 85 with the team of the week, and an 86, and an 88. So they actually think that Upamecano is like the better value of the card between the two, which I don't necessarily agree with, actually. And then the packs are slightly different, but they're fairly similar. And then we have Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I actually think this is a really nice looking card. 5-star, 4-star, high-low work rate, 6'2". You know, big body players are still somewhat better than they have been in previous FIFAs. His flashback previously, which I want to say was not in FIFA 22. I want to say it was in FIFA 21. And he has a Portugal flag, which is really important. That means that he does not have a team affiliation, right? So this is celebrating his World Cup debut with Portugal, but that's very important, right? You do not have a team link unless they change that. Like, he does not have a Man U link. You do not have a team link with this Ronaldo, and that's very valuable. I mean, that's very valuable in terms of like you want a team link. That's actually makes this card less valuable because it's more difficult to link him with a league or team. You have to surround him solely by nation to get him on a higher chemistry. So maybe they change that. I don't know, but right now that's the way it is. He has flair and outside the foot shot trait as well. Honestly, his passing stats aren't that bad. They're well-rounded enough to where you could work with them. And his dribbling stats are good. He typically has like a low balance and stuff like that. He has 98 composure, good stamina as well. His aggression's relatively low for what you would think of a Ronaldo card. And he has decent shooting stats. You kind of need to improve a couple of these statistics. I would think we'll look into this on Footbin, but I'm going to assume a dead eye on him. It makes the most sense. But he's really freaking pricey, man. Let me show you this card. He is an 84, an 85, an 87, and an 88. That's a pricey SBC, my friend. So let's go ahead and leave this Adidas kit as well. Before we jump over to the team of the tournament and everything like that, let's go show you. There's also a milestone and a really cool looking cup, actually. So there's Moments Benjamin Pavard. He scored that absolute worldy of a goal against Argentina in the 2018 World Cup. If you want to go ahead and grind this card, you can do so using French players and using defenders, finesse shot trait through squad battles and rivals. And about what seems like 7 games, you can basically take care of everything. He looks solid. I mean, can he play center back? Would be my biggest question. We'll go look on Footbin because that looks like a way better center back card than it does, or like a midfield card than it does look like a right back card, right? And then we have the FIFA World Cup team of the tournament cup, which is you can win up to 10 matches. You get at the very end a double 85 pluser. Now the group reward sucks. It's just some trophy you can put in your stadium. An 84 rare gold player pack. So like, I mean, these are all okay. Like, these are all fine. It's this that's a really big reward. A 285 plus pack is actually huge. Not only is it huge, it's kind of one of those packs that I'd probably grab and then save for team of the year because that is a big boy pack. So let's jump over to the team of the tournament. So we have here, actually, you know what? Let's go pull up on Twitter as well. Because EA will tweet like a really nice graphic and then we can kind of jump into it a little bit more. Let's go to here. And let's go to this. So here you go. You have a center forward Mbappe, or no, center forward Messi, Mbappe, Kane, Foden. So that's 2 big cards for England. Teo, Gakpo, Dalot, Perisic, Dumfries, McAllister, Gavardiol, Javi, however you say his name, Bonu, and Guerrero. And I kind of think this is like really disrespectful in a lot of ways. So Perisic already has an 86 rated out of position card. It's literally a 1 overall upgrade for the World Cup for Croatia making the semifinal. Bonu is an 84 rated card. They gave him a +2. No disrespect to Spain or to freaking, I don't know, Portugal, like Netherlands. Morocco made the semifinal. Bonu should have like an 89, 90 rated goal. Like Bonu should be one of the biggest cards in the team. They did the best in the World Cup. They exceed expectations. Maybe I'm crazy. That's what I think. I just think that that's just absurd. And I feel like Croatia, Perisic, already has an 86. They made the World Cup semifinal once again as a 3 million population nation. Why is he not here? Why is he not up here? Why is Gavardiol not up here? I mean, I just don't understand. It's baffling, and they don't make sense because Dumfries has an 85 out of position card too. He got a +2, but Dalot, his highest rated card is an 84 in form, I believe, and he gets a +4. There's zero consistency. None of this makes any sense because he has an 89, he gets a 1, and he has an 89, he gets a +2, and Bobby, like the top guy's getting +1 stuff is fair. He gets a +3, Teo. Like there's just no rhyme or reason to it all. He has a man of the match 87, he gets an 88. Like I don't understand how they come up with the ratings or how they determine how these teams are going to work, but whatever. I'm not going to be too negative. Let's jump into the content in terms of these players. So let's jump over to Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see if they have a price in already. 500K for Ronaldo. That's absurd, man. I'm not saying this card isn't really sick. He is. I mean, yeah, is his rule breaker even 700K? What's his like regular card? Maybe 100K? His regular card is 72K. What's the difference? So the flashback has +10 pace, +4 dribbling, -8 shooting, -3 passing, -3 defending, and -2 physical. Obviously, the pace is a huge boost. And the dribbling is 2, but the shooting is a big downgrade. It's just a really big discrepancy. I mean, you're talking about a card that's 5x pricier than his base. Now, I think one thing that's important is that Ronaldo can only play striker and center forward, but he has the Man U Prem links, whereas this flashback card has left wing, right wing, and striker. So that's a ton of versatility, right? That's really, really valuable, but then doesn't have a team. I mean, he doesn't have a team or a league for you to match him up with. I know he'll be good in game. I know he'll be great in game because his body type and then being pacey, like, and those are great dribbling stats. I mean, what is like the balance on his, like, look at the balance. I mean, that's a huge 67 and 77 comparatively to 87, 83. I mean, that's a massive boost. I'm not going to act like this isn't a big like card and a big card worth looking at. With a dead eye, he gets 99 shot power, 95 positioning, 92 short passing, and I'd probably play him with striker. That'd be a nice card. That'd be a great card. You could probably also run a hawk on him if you really wanted to get that aggression maybe a little bit higher, boost that pace and boost that. I really think his passing needs the most work, so I would probably think even that or maybe a maestro, get that shot power up to help coincide with the finishing. What about a marksman, actually? No, marksman helps the dribbling. I guess I would probably go with I think I would go with a Deadeye or a Hawk. It's probably what I would do. It's just it's a tricky card. Maybe Maestro just make him a little more rounded. Nonetheless, can I justify 500K? Can you justify 500K? Are you completing this SBC? That's just a lot, and it's not really easy for people to get fodder in this game. You're basically relying on your division rival rewards and your weekly rewards every single week to somehow carry you over the hump of getting an 88 rated and an 87 rated team done. How long is this card in? That's a big deal. Let's go back over here. How long do you have to complete this card? 'Cause if it's like 20 days or something, it's not a bad it's 13 days. Okay. Here's my opinion. He will be great in game. He'll be wonderful. He will totally change your team, I think, in terms of like he will be a very meta card. They're not going to release a card this pricey if he's not going to be somewhat good in the game, like really good in the game. I think they understand how this guy plays. It's just really, if you're a casual player or you don't have if you don't finish above, I would say 11 wins in Weekend League, if you're not in the Div 1 rank 1, getting the rewards that you would need, you know, it's going to be, or you don't have like millions of coins, it's going to be really tough for you to finish this SBC. Like really difficult. It's going to probably be one that you just can't do. And I wouldn't start unless you could finish it, right? I wouldn't do the 88 and then be like scrambling. You know, this is one that, or do the 84 and 85 and pray in the next 14 days you're going to have an 87, 88 rated squad. I think it's a great card. I might complete it because I run a PNP Juventus team, so I might need him for that, but it's tough for me to justify this card being 5x more than his base, but I think he's a phenomenal card. I could totally understand why someone would complete him, but I think he's just really, really pricey. Upamecano and Correa. Let's jump into them a little bit. Upamecano is 200k compared to his regular card, or compared, I guess, to his World Cup card, right? He has 1 more pace, 4 more shooting, 8 more passing, 5 more dribbling, 5 more defending, and 5 more physical. Let's go to his base. He has 2 more pace, 9 more passing, 666. As soon as I'm back in the city, I'm sorry. Did he get like a weak foot or any upgrade there? No, I can't justify this card. Like, okay, if France win, you justify it, but I can't sit here and go, France are going to win the World Cup, so like he's going to be totally worth it. France win the World Cup, and that's an 86 pace, a 76 dribbling. Like, that's a phenomenal god tier center back. I would probably say he'd probably feel like a Koulibaly in game, kind of that PTG Koulibaly type of vibe. I'm sure he'd be stunning in game. But I cannot sit here and tell you to complete this SBC unless you really believe internally that France will win the World Cup. If you don't believe that France will win the World Cup, I would not do this SBC. I don't even think it's like so overpriced. It's just like, because I think he's a very, like, if you get him right now, he'd be good regardless, and the plus 2 would make him like meta. But I just can't imagine saying like, oh yeah, you have to go finish the Upamecano SBC. And it's just not a sexy card. I mean, it's just, the content is just not sexy. It's a World Cup final, and these are the players they pick. It's just crazy. Correa, I think, is actually more valuable because I think there's so many good center backs in the game. Because, like, for example, what's Van Dijk cost? What's Virgil van Dijk's regular SBC cost? Okay, this Van Dijk is 70 times better, I bet, than I bet you if Upamecano gets a plus 2, he's still not as good as Virgil van Dijk. I don't know if you guys have played this card a lot in game. I play him all the time in the beginning. He's incredible. I would pay 83k Monday through Sunday, then finishing that Upamecano SBC. Like, it's not even a question for me. It's literally not even a question for me. Let's go over to this Correa card. This is a card I could maybe get behind. What's the boost from his inform? 1 pace, 1 dribbling, 1 shooting. No, it's just not worth it. Like, I think Argentina are going to win the World Cup. If they win the World Cup, he's a 90 pace, 89 shooting, 90. He's a stunning card. 85 pace, right? I mean, he's a wonderful card, and he would make the SBC worth it. He would get the upgrade that would justify the price point. But once again, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. I think they're going to win the World Cup. If they do, that's a stunning card. But if you're like, I think the way I have to describe this to you is like, you have to be okay with them not winning and that being the card you do. If you're not okay with this being the card you do, which I'm not, I wouldn't complete it. If you believe like very, very much so that Argentina will for sure win, like I did Fofana because I really believe France would beat Morocco, that paid off. If you really believe that Argentina wouldn't do it, but for me, I think that that's still just such a weak upgrade. It's just for the World Cup final, man. What are we even talking about? Oh man, EA are just not a great company, are they? Man, they kind of suck. Then we have, let's go see. I want to go see if this Pavard can be a center back. He can. That's a card I would complete. I would complete Pavard, and I bet you he's not 10 times different than Upamecano, and I would save yourself all the fodder. Is there any card that's really worth looking at deeply? Teo got a big upgrade. Thiago Silva might be a card. Dallo might be a card. Let's go look at Gavardiol as well. Those are the cards to me that stick out the most. So Leo Messi can play striker. Striker center forward, no right wing, but that's a big, 4.2 million. That's a big deal. He already has a 94 rated card, so this one has 1 more pace, 1 more shooting, 1 more physical. And his other card can only play right wing, and he's 1.3 million. So do you think that Messi being able to play striker and getting 1 more pace, shooting, and physical is worth 3 million coins? It's a personal decision. I'm going to personally say no. Now Mbappe can't play striker. But he can play cam. That's a big difference. He's at 6.4 million. He gets an inform upgrade. He's at 6 million, but he can't play striker. Whoa! 6 million? Are people out of their mind? What's this card cost? This card can play striker, can't play cam, and he has a 1 in 4. This card's way better value. I mean, he'll come down a lot in price, I'm gonna assume, but because these aren't live cards. Yeah, I mean, I don't get that at all. That price point's absurd. That price point's absolutely absurd. Teo Hernandez. Oh, he already has an 88. Oh, he's an that doesn't count. That's not going to be the same time card. This is the card you need to look at. So compared to his inform, he got a 2 overall pace, 2 shooting, 3 passing, 3 dribbling, 2 defending, and 3 physical. That's a big boost. What's this cost? Maybe 80K? He's 119K. Okay, that makes sense to me. This card makes sense to me. That's going to be probably the best left back in the game. So this card, I think, is totally justifiable. He'll come down, but that'll be a great card. What does Thiago Silva get as a boost? Because he had flashback. Same pace, 6 more passing on the flashback. Or 6 more shooting, 3 less passing. Same dribbling. No, I mean, that's stupid. That's a terrible boost. This card wasn't even that good for me, I thought, when it came out. And that was the beginning of the game. And now you have this card, which has the same pace, same dribbling, and just 3 more passing and 4 more defending. That's not a card that I would, yeah, he should be not that expensive. That's not a great card at all. Dallo gets a big boost. Now this is a card I could get behind too, because the Prem doesn't have a lot of great wing backs. You know, if you're looking at like, it's probably him and Wan-Bissaka. That's a great card. I think that's a totally good card. I would definitely be very thrilled if I packed him and think he's going to be an absolute stud in game. And then let's go check out Gvardiol. Gvardiol can play left back and center back. Above his regular card, he got 4 overall pace, 9 more passing. 6. Now that's a boost. That's a promo card boost. That's a stud defender. I know he's Croatian. I know he's Bundesliga, right? Like, I get all that. That's a great card. 4-star weak foot too. That's one of the best center backs. That card being a tradable card. Look at this, man. Let's go do a little. If you're still hanging with me, by the way, hit the like button. Sub if you're new. I appreciate you hanging with me this long. I doubt anyone is, but I appreciate it. Let's go check out Upamecano. Upamecano has 2 less pace, 6 less dribbling, 1 more defending, 1 less physical, and 8 more passing. And 8 less passing. And he's 100K more. Yeah, and he doesn't have 4-star weak foot. Okay. Yeah, that card stinks. These SBCs stink. Ronaldo, I get. Like, it's pricey, but I will probably do it. But these 2 cards, unless they win, it just are terrible SBCs. And Pavard I would maybe do, and that's your counter for today. EA, once again, are missing, in my opinion. They have missed the whole World Cup. They have completely frauded us out of the cool experience we could ever get as FIFA players. They could have created tournament content, in-game grindable content. You could have gotten like a 74 rated, like, who's like a rising star in the World Cup. Who's like a young gun that like played really, like not even a young gun that played really well, but like Lovro Meyer, who has like that World Cup stories card. Like, he's supposed to be like an up-and-coming really good Croatia player. Get like his card, like a 78 rated card that's like upgradable. You play 50 games with, and 50 games, then he gets a +2 upgrade. You score 20 goals with him and 20 assists. He gets a +2. Like, they could have done that for the World Cup in like its own game mode. We could have just had so much more, and we got so much less. So I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off, but it is what it is. I'll be live with a bunch of content later today. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Sub if you're new to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. You are frauds, and I will catch you for a video tomorrow. Peace.